Okay, so there are some things we need to change real quick, Rue, and Kyo is going to bring you up to date on those again.
Yeah,
Does
we went through
Gundar
all
keep
this.
his star-spangled glasses? Gundar also needs fluffy pink earmuffs.
Gundar is a fluffy pink earmuff. Anyway, I need to adjust your stats because you're playing your character sensibly. However, your stats don't show the way that you're playing. There you are, Gundar. And it's no big deal to bump some more points. 3 points. Points for everybody. I adjusted your agility and your intuition to a 4 for each because where you've got military in your background.
Gundar
You're gonna have to
appreciates
be
that.
you're gonna have to be a little bit more, agile to go. Mission. You may not know what's going on, but you can tell when two people are about to fight or someone's flat out lying to you. I mean, you at least have a clue.
Gundar appreciates that.
I think your reaction's a 4. I don't know if that's what you had. Your charisma, a 1 means people just dislike you. It's not good. And where, obviously you're part of the group, we bumped that to a 3. And then your logic, I put it to a 2 because you're not retarded, you're just a little slow. I mean, I want you to have a chance at some things. You can figure something out, it just takes a while.
Copy that.
I think everything else is okay. Your initiative may change due to the numbers, and some of the other stuff might change.
I can roll with it. So far, we've just been doing stuff out of combat, so I mean, it's just all...
What we don't realise is this minor stat boost now leads to Gundar crashing the Matrix in a future episode, like further down the line. He leads to the Matrix Cash 3.0 when Sam just leaves his deck lying around jacked into the Matrix.
He is smart enough to fuck it all up.
Gundar just wanders over.
But does anybody else need some more points? Everyone else looked pretty good. Now, if I'm giving away free points and shit.
It's all good.
No. I'm only a 400 BP character after all.
But, alright, well, now that everybody's here, let me pull up the game again.
Hang on, DR, you wanted some more points?
Whatever.
Yes, no?
That means I gotta edit my character sheet.
Well, I can have...
Anything but that.
I don't actually have a typed in one, it's just an image.
But we'll see how you play, and then maybe we can adjust some things from there.
Yeah. Also, I've been taking notes in the summary document that Nux made, or you made, Katie. I don't know which one. So you can just write something, quick notes in here, and paste them into your own thing later.
Sounds good. And as far as like the game mechanics, I don't care about that. If you guys need it, that's fine. It's more fun just for the story.
Where's my dice rolling device? I assume in the download section. We are not old school hardcore. Oh no, it's on the desktop because I am a wise cookie, a cookie of wiseness. There you go.
Let me find some. Let me actually get some 6s out.
Let's Shadowrun. Shit. That didn't sound good.
And that's how the whole team got killed.
Yeah, I don't know. I rolled a lot of 6s. We live. I just dumped my bag out and they went fucking everywhere, and the little dog's trying to eat them.
No, puppy, no.
Yeah, whatever she poops out is what you rolled. Whatever it is.
One fumble, no.
But let's see. Let's pull that back up again. All right, everybody at the warehouse. You guys are what to do from here.
So we're all in the building next door, apart from Gundar, who is still outside bench pressing various trucks and what have you. The rest of us, I think, are indoors. And Eclipse wants... Oh, we're on the roof setting up the drone. and Eclipse is hanging around to see what happens with the drone. And I don't know where Basil is, but I think I'm in the same area as Sam and Tacoma.
You're
What is
kind of
Tacoma
like
doing?
running messages between us.
Yeah.
Tacoma is setting the drone on the standby, but not flying it just yet. She will only launch the drone once it is confirmed that Sam cannot indeed just hack it plainly from where they sit.
That sounds good.
Rue, do you want to go next?
I think that I'm just going to continue to try and, or Gundar will continue to create distractions out front so that he can overlay, allow everyone else to work through their difficulties in trying to get into the warehouse. And because his comlink is in, when they call for him, he'll just come through the wall.
Okay.
Sounds good.
And Sam, what are you doing?
About to try hacking the comlink.
Okay. And Basil, where's Basil throughout all of this?
He's probably gonna be on the roof paying attention. Unless you need him, he's really just kind of back up.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
He's your mage and your.
Could Basil give us a bit of a blessing before we try the techie stuff?
Could we try doing what blessing?
Like, could Basil give us some sort of blessing or boost? I'm speaking Tacoma and Sam, who are about to do some technology stuff. Does Basil have any sort of magical boosty things in his arsenal?
I do. Let me see which one you need here. Yes, he can do a spell that's increased logic. It's touch range, personal. It's no big deal. I got to concentrate on it a little bit, but I can absolutely boost your logic, and that'll give you some extra dice on your roll. Damn, roll your hacking and your hardware with +2, so that'd be 10 dice. You're trying to get 5 6.
I rolled 2 hits that time, and 2 fails.
How many dice did you roll?
10.
And how many? Sorry, 5 and 6 did you get?
2. I also got an equal number of 1s.
Okay. You're not going to be able to hack it from the other rooftop. You're going to have to figure out how to get closer, or through the remote, through the drone.
Okay, so this means I need to try to launch the drone. Just a second.
Where are you gonna try to take the drone?
First, I'm gonna draw.
Just describe your flight pattern basically, so I can go from there. There it is.
Just a second. Let me see. Flight, pilot. Oh, it's reaction based. Does Basil have any reaction boosting magics?
Yes, pretty much whatever you need.
I would like Basil to hook Tacoma up with some sort of reaction enhancing thing.
Gives you a weird looking paperclip thing and just clips it to your shirt. It'll give you 2 more dice. It's a little talisman thing.
Yay! Okay.
He says it's good. It'll only last for about 2 minutes.
Okay, and
you guys gotta get on the ball here.
Okay, so I will have 2 two of my base reaction, 2 added, and then 1 rank in piloting, and that is 5 together. Tacoma will gently guide the drone with a bit of a loop, so that it doesn't go straight from building to building, but takes a bit of an arc overhead and farther away into the darkness, and tries to leave the drone hovering by the roof of the other building. Okay, and I will roll 5 of them, right?
I believe that's pretty close anyway.
Okay, so I roll a 1 2 times, 2 1 time, and a 3 2 times, 10 total. Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Critical failure.
The drone reverses, killing everyone in the party, even Gundar.
Shoot.
Somehow.
No, just about the time
Gundar
you
is
get
far
it,
away.
you get it looped to go back over the building. One of the guards happens to just look up and spots it, and you see him get on the radio. You don't know if it's to somebody else or what, but he's obviously looking at the drone and can see it where it's hovering.
What is Gundar's position to this guard?
Roll your perception. You need just roll your perception. That is a thing, right? Perception.
Yes? I'm going to say yes.
It's
Yeah, but-
an
Yes,
active
so
skill.
6, 6, and 6.
And yeah, you can see the as you're bench pressing the truck, you see a guard that looks up at something, and then you can see that it's obviously the drone he's staring at. You're still bench pressing a truck. You can.
I would like Gundar would like to take action and try and stop said guard from getting on the horn and communicating with his colleagues of the potential break-in.
Okay, and how do you plan to do that?
I have a truck in hand, correct?
Yes, you do.
Truck-based projectile.
Truck-based projectile. Gundar will create said distraction by yelling to the crowd that has gathered around him that I have the greatest accuracy in throwing. Gundar will hurl this at great distances. Everyone capture it on camera.
This is one of those piss all over your bar kind of things, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
You are
Alright,
literally going to kill civilians.
Give it a strength check for your overhead lift, and see what else do we have here. I need a bigger screen. Tell my wife we need a bigger TV so I can do this with.
So
Just a
Gundar
strength
rolls.
and agility.
Gundar rolls strength 2, 4, 5, 2, 6, 1, 6, 3, 4. Total 33.
I just need to know 5s and 6s. 1s, 5s, and 6s.
1, 1.
Okay.
And Gundar has 3, 5, and 6s.
Alright.
Gundar agility is 1625.
Alright. He because it's the shadow right about as the truck just smears him all the way down the alley. You've creamed this guard.
Oh my god.
He sees he's looking up and he sees something out of the corner of his eye, and it's a truck. Right as it just smudges him.
Gundar draws attention back to himself using charisma, saying, "Yar, look how far Gundar throw truck."
When you do that, the crowd pretty well. There's a little bit of thing, but for the most part, they just go wild. They're trying to find you another truck and another target.
Gundar agrees.
Eclipse is just... she's in shock. She can't believe he just got away with that. Like, her mouth is agape right now.
Yeah, the crowd's absolutely... I mean, these are orc, hard rock people. They're just loving this shit.
So this means there's no guard on that back door now, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It's the backstage door that's locked. It is no longer locked, and there's nobody standing there.
Okay, well in that case, Eclipse is going to start making her way back downstairs, telling Sam and Tacoma that if the drone doesn't work, you need to let me know. And I sort of make my way back down to the street.
Okay,
wait.
and
Okay.
give me just a second. I need Tacoma to run another piloting check, and then Sam to roll your... I gotta find it here. Your hacking and your hardware. Add those together and roll that to see if you can use the drone as a link to get to the comm link.
Okay, with piloting, before I rolled 5, but that was without taking into account my abysmal luck. It just turned out that my luck was abysmal. Shall I take that into account as well?
No, I figure your luck in with when it goes bad, how bad it goes.
Okay. Yeah, I like
the
that
guard
better.
noticing,
So,
that kind of thing.
okay, 5 dice. One time, two times. 1 5 and 1 6.
Hey!
You're able to keep it hovering. You've actually, now that you saw it, the guard noticed it. You've moved a little bit further out of the way, a little bit closer to the building. Sam, go ahead and roll yours.
What's my hardware? I don't see it.
Let me pull it up here. There you are. Your hardware is a 4.
Okay. What stat is that? Where is it?
So you need another 10 dice, and you need to see how many successes you can get for me. How do I pull up the text? There we go. Fine.
Okay, I got 3 6s, I got 2 1s, and 3 2s.
Alright, you're able to hit the comm link. I'm gonna let you roll some of the actually hacking the thing. You're able to hit it. You need to actually do the get into it. And you're looking for an email. Just a second while I pull up what I need for you here. You guys can talk amongst yourselves too.
Okay.
Gundar puts one wide pinky finger into his ear to try and communicate with everyone, saying, "Did everyone got to see what Gundar did?"
Eclipse replies, absolutely. A little shocked, like, but again, I don't know if Gundar can pick up on the sort of emotions that Eclipse is giving off. Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, cheers for that. This is gonna be some cleanup.
Gundar smashed him so good with that truck.
I mentioned that he's lucky that there's no like Lone Star or anything around. Like I wince into my ear and I'm like, you're lucky that, security's been paid off by whoever because we would be in trouble otherwise. Very lucky. You got away with it this time, Gundar.
Gundar does not need luck. Gundar just knows to crush things with giant trucks.
I must admit, if you hadn't have done it, we might very well be in hot water right now. So, I guess you made the right decision. And then Eclipse just mutes her headphones like, oh, I don't want anything to do with this anymore.
Gundar smiles smugly and says, heh.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to find the fastest way to find what you need here.
Meanwhile, yeah.
Did Tacoma want to say anything to Eclipse on her potential going back down to street level?
Tacoma tells Eclipse to keep one eye on the drone as well, just in case she would have to guide it to her arms, which is not an imminent thing, but just in case if she has to carry it closer.
Alright,
Although
cool.
since Sam has hacked the thing anyway, this won't be necessary. But she still suggests that Eclipse gets ready to catch the drone in case they need to weaponize it somehow.
Okay. This thing potentially might crush me. How big is the drone we're talking about here?
It's not very big. It's probably about the size of a football.
Alright, okay, cool. Then no worries, yeah. Yeah, Eclipse totally agrees to that. She's like, yeah, sweet, no problem. So, go back down to street level, keep an eye on the drone, and make sure that Gundar doesn't kill any more people. Fine, I think I can handle that. So yeah, Eclipse starts making her way back down through the building.
Alright.
Can I make an out-of-character note?
Yeah?
DG, I just noticed that the dice roller, it might be off a little bit, because 2 times in a row I told it to roll 5 dice, but then I realized it had rolled 6.
Okay.
Each time.
Gets, I need you to go ahead and roll your Sorry. Roll your hack and your your hacker and your data search. That's another 10 dice. You need at least 4 successes. That's just how long it takes you to do it. You've got 2 minutes of the boost on her.
Okay, roll 3 6s and 2 5s.
That'll pretty well do it. When you hack into it and pull up the email that you're sent, it's all in French. It's been translated to French for some reason.
Oh,
but you
gosh.
can see who it came from, and all it is that there's a jet black, which we discussed earlier. There's a jet black CD, that's never been released. It'd be like if Jim Morrison had a final cassette tape that no one has ever heard. And this zipper lady is the in-between for getting it to, the buyer. Get it from the buyer to the seller. So what it basically gives you is another con to go hunt down.
Okay. Are they...
Okay, so we don't have the seller's name, we have the middleman.
You have a middleman.
So again, they're not in possession of the disc, but they're likely to have information as to where we can find the disc.
Right.
Okay.
And what the disc is, it's basically like like a DS or something. It's just like a little small disc, but you've got to have like DES to play with it. You're like or an old Game Boy to run the disc. So you just don't know if it's a Game Boy or a Sega, one of the little Sega handhelds, or what the actual format is.
Is there any way that Sam could hack it so we become the intended recipient or buyer?
You absolutely can. You can, if you want, you can either pretend to be. It's gonna be hard to pretend to be this Naboo guy, but you can say you're a friend of his. That however you want to play it, you absolutely can become the buyer through this email.
I don't want to, because my character can't hear any of this is going on. So I do have other questions, but I suppose I'll have to. If someone mentions in the comm unit that that Sam made a successful job of it, then Eclipse will probably wait around for everyone and then hear what they've got to say.
Yeah. Okay, so I will have Tacoma fill you in.
It's on Sam.
Okay.
Sam got the information first try. It's on him to what he tells you. It'll be Sam and then Tacoma to decide what to do with the drone, and then everybody else from there.
Okay, well in that case, Eclipse will hang around by the front door, just keeping an eye on things, but like in the shadows. But she's still inside the building, and she's just waiting for the others to join up with her once they're done with the drone.
Okay, well, I guess Sam saves a copy of the email to his own comm link. and then disconnect.
Since you don't know that's quite what he wants to do, you can stay logged in through his email, or set it up, but you don't know, your character does not yet know that that's what Eclipse wants you to do. So right now, all it is you've got this information. It's up to you what you tell everybody else.
Can he communicate with the rest of the team while he's in the Matrix?
Yes.
Like, will his comlink will go through? Okay, sweet. So. Oh.
Okay, well, I guess Sam tells everyone he's got the information.
There we go.
But it's in French. What do we want to do?
Gundor believes in his many travels that he has heard and listened to French, and believes that he may understand French better than most. Because Gundor is from Canada.
I ask if the email has any discernible price tag. Like, is there anything that obviously jumps out as a number or anything like that?
No, not at all.
No? Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, I just agree with Sam and Tacoma that they should take a copy of the email, and we'll decide what to do when we're out of harm's way, as it were. Just to recall the drone if there's no more information, to recall the drone and meet me back at the entrance.
Before we go, is it possible Sam can install some kind of like Trojan or backdoor in this comlink so he can access it remotely from anywhere? Just in case he gets another email.
Yes, you roll your dice. Say yes, you can.
So, what am I rolling here?
Roll a shitload of dice. Roll 15. You need 7 successes.
I got 6.
Oh, so close.
So close yet so far away.
Okay, so the drone is no longer needed there.
Correct.
Tacoma will attempt... Oh, now let me think. If I guide the drone back to the roof, we will risk exposing ourselves. If I guide the drone to the ground where Eclipse can pick it up, then she might be exposed, but she could pretend as if she just found it.
Yeah?
What's your normal piloting skill?
1.
Before Sam jacks out of the Matrix completely, can I ask him if he can find any information on who the guard was that Gundar killed? Is there any way we can get that information?
But the only way you could would be to anybody else, because that's part of the story, but it's background that doesn't involve you guys. It's just a hire-on guy, kind of a stand-in. It's not part of the group.
He's a nobody.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay then. All right. I don't know. I had plans to, I don't know, make reparations where we could anonymously.
Tacoma, if you'll roll just your piloting skill, you can.
It's fine.
You can walk away, and as long as you don't roll a 1, you can walk away and catch it later. Catch it 2 blocks down the road or whatever.
So
just keep it in the back of your mind, like if you're walking with a remote controlled drone, with a.
Okay. So I will roll 3 dice then, 2 for reaction and 1 for the rank.
Right.
Okay.
But if you roll a 1, you crash the shit out.
I didn't roll a 1. I rolled a 2, a 3, and a 6.
Then you can absolutely just kind of have it hovering overhead till you get back to the car or to you're going, and then pick it up safely. It's no big deal.
Okay.
Without any issue.
Of course, there is the out of the character issue that the dice roller gave me 6 rolls again. Like there still are no ones among it, but I said I told it to roll 3 and it rolled 6, so I don't know what to do.
It'll be okay.
Okay.
You to be fair, you rolled 6 dice, and 1 was the sort of disaster zone, and out of a higher chance to roll, like you rolled more dice than you should have done, there was a higher chance to get a 1.
Yeah.
Therefore, I think
Yes.
in
Yes.
fairness, that is definitely a success, in my opinion. Just saying.
I agree.
Can anyone else find any problems with the dice roller? Because I tried rolling 5 dice several times and always got 5 dice.
So I just rolled
I have
3
to
and it
reload the
came up
program.
with
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what if I roll 10? Oh, it just keeps rolling 6 all the time.
oh, mine's rolling okay for the time being.
Mine has no problem.
Could it be a Windows 10 issue?
Could be.
I don't know. Because right now
Rue,
it just rolls. Yeah, never mind.
It
We'll
is
just-
Did you try
everyone else, so-
restarting it? I mean, there's definitely no platform-specific code in there. Hell, this program would run under DOS if you compiled it for that.
Sure. So while we're trying to sort this out, shall the team meet back up with Gundar and head back to Eclipse's apartment? I guess that's kind of our safe house for the time being.
Let's extract ourselves.
Yeah, let's get
Yeah, I
out of
think
here.
we're done here. Let's just get out of here.
So I can
Gundar
take.
wishes to leave with Panaz, and so he goes on his comm link and orders a super high fancy limousine, but wants to know what the pricing is for that.
Let's just go with a random number. $651.
Gundar approves of said price and expects it to be there immediately with all of the troll females and human females who will cover him with love.
That's a lot of trolls. You can pick from the crowd.
Gundar likes to take the girl with the spiky purple hair and the young orc girl who seems to be super excited.
Hang on a second. Hello. You alright?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Say again. Sorry.
Sorry, I can't hear
You
you.
alright? Yeah. Say that again. Sorry. I had my headphones on. Yeah. Yeah. It's me.
Basically, everyone's gonna go back to the safe house apartment for now, and
Gundar signs autographs and says, "Farewell, I will return next Friday."
Bye bye.
Leave home at 10. Yeah.
User disconnected from your channel.
Alright. Sounds good. Okay. Have a safe flight.
Lord, did you try restarting the dice roller?
Yes.
Alright. Yeah. Looking forward to it. Love you lot.
Still gives me
See you
the
later.
same
Bye.
result. It didn't do it last time, by the way.
Aha! Okay, I am on alert. 10 o'clock. I have to leave, so we're good.
Okay. I think I'm gonna look up a web app maybe.
So
There's one on random.org.
So we've got the limo. I take my bike back. Eclipse takes her bike back, and I guess everyone else piles into the limo.
Bartzel brought his own vehicle, but yeah, everyone else can go back. We're all going back to your apartment to figure stuff out.
And in the case of Gundar, after party.
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing happens until he gets back anyway, so.
Alright, cool. So yeah, we get to Eclipse's apartment. And I think it's a middle... Let me have a look.
I mean, you guys can absolutely discuss what's next, but...
Just make sure that Gundar's aware of it. In fact, we could story... I think the whole thing is, like, Rue has given me permission to RP Gundar. But that will probably just extend to things like...
Well, like this, like you guys planning this, it doesn't affect him because of his, his logic skill. He's not going to be a big part of that.
Yeah. But at the same time, what I'm saying is I'll probably just say, like, for example, he goes to the bedroom with his troll friends and sort of not put him out of the scene, like he's still there in the same
Yes,
area,
yes.
but he's doing his own thing, like it's not story relevant for the time being.
You're gonna definitely want to wash your sheets. Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, fair enough. Okay, so yeah, we all end up back at Eclipse's apartment.
Yeah, for trolls, you don't need a UV light.
That's possibly the. I had to take a moment there, Keo. I hope you're proud of yourself. There's not enough bleach in the universe.
There's not. There's not.
Okay, so we get back to the apartment. It's a middle class apartment, so and there was this whole thing where she hasn't got a sin, like my character's sinless, but there is a backstory as to why she's got a middle class apartment. So without exploring that too much, she scans the identity that she's got and lets everyone into the apartment, and it's nicely furnished but very sort of minimalistic. And there isn't much in there. There's a few beds, like there's a few bedrooms, and there's a bathroom and a slightly large seating area, but there's not really much to do. It's just very minimalistic. Like you get an idea, you get a feeling that the furniture in here is cheap but made to look like
it's
bit class. Yeah, exactly. It's a bit classier, but it still looks kind of tacky and cheap. But the minimalistic style to it.
Over there.
Not really. I guess that's like a furniture rental place. We have some similar stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like that. It's where you can easily walk away from it. Even though
Yeah.
you're sinless, you can still have fake IDs easy enough. It just means if you get picked up and they run your fingerprints or your DNA scan, you won't show up in the system, which flags you negative in other ways. Yeah. But as long as you've got, you've got several IDs, so if you get pulled over, you can just flash an ID and be okay. Yeah. For stuff where they don't run. As long as you don't get arrested, you'll be okay.
So yeah, I welcome everyone inside, and there is a small amount of food. Well, I say to everyone, if you want food or drinks or anything, it's all in the kitchen. Just help yourselves. And I'm just going to sit up on the sofa and look through my notes. So Eclipse takes herself off to the sofa and sits down with her pen and paper and just starts going through the notes that she's got, waiting for Sam and Tacoma and Barsil to join her when they're ready.
Okay. When Barsil shows up, he'll have, various takeout to add to it.
Nice. Some Chinese.
Big bags of food. He ducks under the doorway and finds the largest thing to sit on the counter.
So data-wise, what exactly did we get?
What you got
this is addressed to the room, but basically it's just a recap.
What you got was an email link. It was an email from. It looks like it's French, but it's actually coded gibberish. But someone it's written. Yeah, it looks like it's French, but it's not.
Okay.
You were able to at least get the name. Then, one way or the other, you can decide if you want to email it, track it down, him, her, whatever. All you have is an email and the name of the next contact person and the email link where you can backtrace it. Which is a small little. It's just for internet folk. Find what it's called. It's called the Cathode Glow. But it's a place that Tacoma's heard of. They've got all kinds of antique computer systems, data systems, and it's a place for the fat nerdy geek computer people to go and hide.
Tacoma stops her face with the delicious food, and once she's done chewing, she will suggest that they rest a little bit and go check the place out.
So the idea is we're going down there with the idea of asking them to break the code.
We will go down there to just ask around.
And Tacoma, you know enough about this place that whatever the data system is, basically like if it's a cassette or an 8-track or a laser disc, this place should have the equipment to run it. But if it's unique, you're gonna have to find a. You can't just go in and ask, "Hey, can I get a DVD player from 1984?" And because if you do that, they're gonna be like, but you know the place well enough, you know it's going to have the reader that you need when that time comes, if you decide to see it someday.
Yeah, neat. So we don't have to hoist the museum after all.
Right.
A question. Would it, again, this is in character and sort of asking of others' opinion. Would it benefit us if we let the word out of this lost recording happening, or would we have to stay very quiet about it? Like, do we have to hide that we know of this thing, or would it help our cause if we actually spread word about it?
I say.
Okay, the order. Since she asked, I put it on there. Since she asked the question, Eclipse will reply, then Sam, then Barcel. That way we can do an order on the questioning and answering here.
In that case, Eclipse shakes her head and she's like, "I don't think our Mr. Johnson or his client would appreciate us making this public information. I think that's the reason we've been hired, is to get this, whatever it is, back real quick and minimal fuss. So, while there is, if we get desperate, if we go into like week 2 with this operation and we're still not having any luck, then yeah, I definitely think that's a viable option. If this job's even still ours by that point, I really think we need to find it.
Sam, with your conspiracy, sorry, excuse me. With your conspiracy theory and the information, Jet Black, the creator of this, may still be alive somehow. You also get the feeling that not only would Mr. Johnson be upset, that whoever is presenting that Jet Black's alive doing underground work, be it him or not, that person would be very upset also. So if you guys say, "Hey, I've got a Tupac CD that you guys want a copy of it," you can have a lot of people pissed off. But there's not just the Johnson side, there's the dark, who is Jet Black's side.
Okay, is that Sam's answer, or are you expecting something?
I'm just thinking as background information, I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, Sam agrees. Discretion is the name of the game in Shadowrunning. We really just don't need the extra attention.
It's not called spotlight running, is it?
Will Barcel speak up?
Barcel is going to agree with the group. That's what he would have added is that, probably would have pissed everybody off if we did that.
Okay.
Let's see.
But let's not rule it out completely. If we get desperate, that is definitely a viable strategy if we really do get desperate in this.
Yeah, but unless we do, in that case, we do need a cover story to go into the good old arcade and start poking questions there.
Right.
Just in case somebody is listening in, and just in case somebody is paying attention to what we do, we need to have some sort of at least flimsy cover while we're there.
Okay, let me give you basically Barcel's answer will be what it says here in the book. It says, and this scene affords them a good chance of selling the data. You'll probably be able to try to make money any way you can, up to and including, looting bodies. But if you do, you're going to, including the law chasing you down. The email information gathered from Nabu's will lead the team to a hacker named Zipper. She hangs out at a hacker bar called the Cathode Glow. You don't know if she's the seller or just an intermediary, but that's what you're going to go find out, of course, and see if you can get it. You know this place, Tacoma? It looks like it's been around for at least 50 years. 49 of them. And you know that unless you're a local when you walk in, unless you're one of their people, that they're all going to glare at you, and it's their little private nerd club. But you've been in there enough that, no offense, that they don't glare at you so bad, but you're not one of them either.
So basically,
You decide what research you do on Zipper, the club, whatever.
yeah. So basically, if we go in there, it would be better to have some sort of excuse, like bringing an exotic hardware for Zipper to check out, or track down something else completely innocuous that only she can do. We could sell the drone. Is the drone still with us?
Yeah, I think we've still got the drone.
The drone's probably not gonna work for that so well.
Okay.
It's just it's a regular drone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Eclipse.
you guys can use the email and reply back that you're Naboo's intermediary to buy it if you wanted to. I mean, you can reply to the email as a prospective buyer.
Yeah, but ideally we'd need to reply in this code, otherwise it's going to look a little suspicious, isn't it?
I was
not necessarily
supposed to read the code.
Like if you sent me an email, I would decipher it and take it to, Tacoma and say, hey, let's go buy this thing.
Yeah.
Or you guys can try to decipher it.
I think Sam would like to try that at least. Even if he's not going to reply, it'll give him some additional context.
Yeah, and Tacoma confirms that we need some sort of homework before we go into the club itself. Either gather more data or build up some sort of viable excuse or whatever. So do your magic, Sam.
Alright.
Eclipse shudders as she can hear creaking from the next room, and she tries to put it out of her mind.
Oh, that'd be a good idea. Roll 6 dice. Sam, sorry, and you're trying to get. Until you get 5 successes.
Crap, yeah.
Let me know how long that takes.
How many sixes?
Roll 6 of them, and let me know how long it takes, how many sets of rolls until you get 5 successes total.
So 5s and 6s. I got 3 this time.
Okay.
3 this time.
Alright, so it takes you about 20 minutes, but you're able to not only figure out a way to decipher it, it really is absolute gibberish. You think you can create a proper reply to disguise yourself as a buyer if you so decide to.
Okay, was there any relevant information in the email that we had decoded it?
No, it was just that it's an antique jet black, a very rare music CD from this
Okay,
jet
so it's
black
just
guy.
the item description, basically.
Right, but no price. And it gives you the cathode ray that you can meet her there and to discuss price and things further.
I think we should go to this cathode ray. If Sam shares this information with the rest of the group, then yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of keywords like vintage. They're going to want a bunch of money for it, but there's no 10 to 20,000, 50,000. There's no price range.
Okay.
So whoever was sort of known to those guys, can we have them pretend that they're sort of an intermediary for him? just for discretion purposes.
Yes, you guys can absolutely be, the Naboo's guys' fire, basically.
That saves us the hassle of pretending that one of us is actually Naboo.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And Tacoma can sort of be the in-house acquaintance, like, oh, I just met these guys who are interested in this thing, and they need to come into your club, so I thought I would point them this way.
Yeah, and they'll let you use infiltration and some of your skills later when you're actually talking to her.
Mm-hmm.
Some of your logic and intuition later when you're talking to her to see if she calls you on it or even bothers to. They're just looking to get money. They don't really care who they sell it to.
Okay.
All right, sweet. So yeah, if Sam shares this, and I think the next course of action would be to rest up perhaps a little bit, and then go to the cathode ray.
Okay. He wants the data soon, but there is no time limit. He just doesn't want to take 6 months. Your Johnson doesn't want it to be forever.
Well, this is only going to be like an hour nap or so. Just
everybody should nap and eat and shower.
Keep in mind that you guys just left a concert, probably at midnight when you guys got, left. Early in the AM, you could very easily, sleep till morning, rest, go get anything together you need to get together.
Mm-hmm.
No, just a between session break for whatever your characters need to do. Then get back together at say 9 in the morning and go to the other place.
Okay. So we end in the session after we decide what to do here then?
Correct.
Okay. So yeah. Eclipse agrees. Well, Eclipse puts it out there that they should probably go check out this place and go meet with, what's her name?
Zipper.
Zipper, yeah, go and meet with Zipper. And she welcomes the team to stay on the various beds and sofas that are available for them.
Eddie.
Can we use your shower?
Set.
Yeah,
So
sure.
If someone wants to, look into Zipper or look into the club or maybe do some background research on the Jet Black guy, you guys can go your separate ways and do all that kind of stuff now before we actually shut the session down. If there's anything you want to try to look up, we can roll some dice and see what you can learn.
Sam just looks up information on Jet Black, I guess, like his released albums and just publicly available information, nothing sensitive.
I come back in and you're listening to like Tupac style hip hop, really getting into it.
It's more like Jim dubstep. It's really fucking weird. Give me just a second. Okay, Sam, if you'll type into just Google Jet Black SR4 on the run. Anything that looks like it's because the first one says contains spoilers. Anything that's a spoiler will fall into your conspiracy theory stuff because I've, or head you read. But it'll be where you've got the conspiracy theory and the hacking information. Feel free to run a Google search on Jet Black. Yeah.
Does it have to be Google or just whatever search engine I happen to use?
Oh no, whatever.
Okay, well, Shadowrun Wiki is
whatever you find out from that is what you can share with the group.
Eclipse isn't with the group right now. She's in her room, sort of, I don't know, cleaning guns and preparing to snooze.
Well, Sam prepares a summary and emails it to the rest of the team just so that they know what they're talking about. If asked.
Will this appear on my pan or my HUD? Right. Notification, you have one email from Sam.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, then while
Let me
I'm
see if I can find.
while I'm checking all my equipment in typical security style fashion, I will also have the email open on one side, sort of just looking through the information.
And then, basically with that, you can pull up the same link that he shared.
All right, cool.
Dear angst.
Yes.
I suppose I better open this then, so I've got something for the video.
Let me give you this also, as soon as I figure out how. This is the closest. You can pull up some of that music, but I figure that's closest to what the Jet Black stuff's supposed to be.
Okay.
Yeah. That link does actually contain spoilers. I just realized.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah, it never said it would, because I think it's a different link from what Google has for first result.
All right, cool. I'll post
So
the
now we know
spoiler-free.
a whole lot.
I'll post the spoiler-free version to the video. It'll be fine.
There you go.
Yeah, you can just copy paste the text into something else.
Yeah.
And, honestly, it doesn't affect the game that you know who he is and what's going on. It just gives you a one-up later on when and if you encounter him in this game. Or at a later time when he comes after you for stealing his shit.
Huh. All right,
Spoilers.
cool.
We didn't steal nothing.
Yeah, we're getting it back. We're the good guys.
Yeah, you may be very well getting it back for him. Because just because it's got spoilers don't mean I won't change it on you. But I think that's where we'll leave it, is that you guys can use that file to continue searching and then let each other know when we start back up
All right,
with Rue.
cool.
This is what we found.
Okay.
All right, yeah, sounds good.
And if you happen to read the game, let me know and I'll adjust it accordingly.
It's this information that we've gained isn't actually important to this current storyline, so it's all good. Like we're doing something for someone, and there's every potential that you could change who that someone is, character-wise. Like the book says one thing, and you could do something completely different. So
Yes. Where I've got so many other manuals, I can absolutely send you somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Can we go to
what
Disneyland?
started?
we'll go from there. As far as character information goes, whatever gets posted, that's all that the characters know.
Okay.
Makes it a little harder to play.
We could always change that second line to he's rumored to be this and this, as opposed to he is definitely this and this. All right, yeah, cool. So yeah, I guess the team go to sleep then, and that's where we call the session.
Sounds good to me.
All right,
I'll try to be freaking on time next time. I apologize, guys. I'm gonna put a permanent alarm in my phone.
sweet.